Hi, we're back on Smells Like 90's Rock. It's Sheila, Hot Toddy, and DJ Pork. You know, we're officially in the holiday season now at this point, because as we've stated, as they're hearing this, it's already Black Friday's over now. It's Saturday now, so we're officially in the Christmas season. I don't know what that means.
So I guess the people who are listening to this have endured Black Friday. So
Yes,
you
I
know,
don't know. I don't know if there was any Black Friday deaths or anything.
I don't know
So
if it will be. This year, a lot of places are like rolling out Black Friday deals like early.
they're going
So
back
they're
to
like,
making
but I
people work
think
on Thanksgiving.
yeah, but I think they're still holding the like big ones, so there's still a chance.
was Black Friday a thing last year, or were there still enough COVID restrictions in place to kind of keep the pandemonium at a minimum? I
I
don't really
think so. But I mean, with inflation being as high as it is, I feel like if there are actually any good deals, I have not checked it out, then the pandemonium will be insane this year because people just don't have the money to spend. And with commercialized Christmas, like,
Yeah,
it's
sales are going to drop dramatically this year. It's not going to be
Now,
good.
all the deals will be on like non-perishable canned goods.
Right.
get your toilet paper for Christmas.
Get your paper towels, and Donald Trump will throw them at you. He'll be at the store. Kobe in it. There you go. But one thing, well, there was actually, let me amend that. There was a few sad things. A few sad things happened between when we were on the air live Friday night and when we're recording this tonight, Tuesday, the 22nd. But one of the things was Jason David Frank from the Power Rangers franchise committed suicide. That was really sad. And
I didn't know he committed suicide. Man.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah, he committed suicide. It was really sad. 49
And he
years
has like,
old.
what, 3 children?
Say again?
He what?
He left he's like 49 years old, but he left like 3 children behind. But they're not like babies, but like,
Yeah, they're like mid
That's still-
range. Yeah. And it's really sad. He and his wife were in the process of getting divorced. So I don't know really what all was going on, but apparently there were some issues there. And sad because me and Janelle met him once a few years ago, and he was a super nice guy. And it's just super sad that this happened because he did that convention circuit for years, and he was always like super nice to people and would do like just out of the blue demonstrations because he was like a karate expert. He was a black belt, and that's one of the reasons why he was so prominent on Power Rangers was because of his talents. And it was just, and so he would
do his stunts without the mask on.
say again.
So in Power Rangers, he could do stunts without the mask on.
Without the mask on, yeah. Because a lot of hey, I don't know if you knew this when watching Power Rangers. That's not actually them in the suits. That's stunt people. But yeah, when he took
the original one that he joined, it was actually 2 different shows.
Say again.
So the original one he joined were actually 2 different shows.
Yeah, because it was Super Sentai from Japan. That's what the show was.
Yeah, they would put those people in for the fight scenes.
Yeah,
and then have the little American actors who.
Well, they did it for that first season, and then they got enough money to like make their own props and their own costumes, and so then they started doing their own stuff. But yeah, that first season, because I have the whole series on DVD. If you ever go back and watch it, that first season, it's blatantly Japan footage, and when they're in the costumes and when you see the villains, blatantly Japan, and then they're out of the suits and it's like blatantly American footage. It's like, I guess as kids, that's why they made it a kid's show. It's like, yeah, they're not going to care. And then we didn't. But now you watch it and it's like, that was lazy.
But so how did they do that? Like, why did they keep the whole like quarry fighting if they were doing it here now? You know what I'm talking about? So they'd always go to like a quarry to fight their battles.
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe cheap location. Maybe you didn't have to. Maybe he didn't need a permit, or the permit was cheap to fight near quarries. You know.
That's why I thought that it was always that, like the Japanese footage, because like they would still do that. They would still go to the quarry, and I'm like, because that always to me was just sort of off. Well, it didn't. There, like,
it didn't make a lot of sense because when they were fighting as themselves, they were in the quarry. But then when the monster, you know, the finale was always the monster got super big, and then the Zords would come out. Then all of a sudden they're in the middle of the city. Like it didn't sync up. Nothing synced up.
Yeah, it was like they'd always go fight to a quarry. Like,
yeah.
You know, they'd be in like whatever their Peach Pit Diner was. I can't remember its name.
Like that.
The Youth Center. That's what I think it was called. I don't think they had Angel Grove Youth Center.
And they would, you know, hear that, oh, they gotta go fight something. And so, like, it was like them and all the baddies had agreed that when it was time to fight and meet in the quarry, like, you know,
the shark. Flagpole. That was their flagpole. Meet at the flagpole at 3:00.
Yeah, and then, you know, go duke it out.
Yeah.
And then just return back to, you know, the Peach Pit.
Exactly. The Peach Pit, wasn't that
90210?
90210, yeah. No, I literally think it was just called the Youth Center. at the Angel Grove Youth Center in Power Rangers. But yeah, but they would go fight in the quarry, and then it always seemed. I'm surprised that nobody ever thought it odd that whenever there was crowd shots, this a little American town in California had a ton of Japanese people running around. It was weird.
Yeah, but that's actually probably normal because you do have a lot of Japanese immigrants.
But it was nothing but Japanese people. That was the thing.
Yeah, and all the Power Rangers were not, except for like one or two. So yeah.
It's weird.
But the yellow Power Ranger, she died in a car wreck, didn't she?
Yes, the yellow Power Ranger, Thoi Trang, I believe her name was. She died. Get this. She died on September 3rd, 2001, in a car accident. Her funeral was held on September 10th. And it's like, oh man, we're grieving so much, and then the next day, oh, never mind. There's so much more to grieve. And
then there was also one of them like killed their roommate with a sword, but that wasn't the original.
That wasn't one of the original Power Rangers. That was one of those other ones that nobody cares about.
Didn't the original Red go on to do porn though?
No, but he did. I think he recently was in the news for like tax fraud or something like that. He had some.
Does he want to be a senator?
Yeah, well, you know, exactly.
He's just starting his campaign. What are you talking about?
You're not wrong.
Oh wait, we probably shouldn't put that out there. Like, oh, because like I feel like somebody will jump on that in one of the red states. Like, oh, here's a guy from Power Rangers who got to win over millennials.
Wait a minute, you're right. This guy's a criminal, but he's popular with all the millennial kids. And make him a senator.
About werewolves and rooms full of poo. That's what we need.
Exactly. That's it. That's what we need.
All he would have to do is hold all of his campaign rallies in a quarry, and he'd win.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Or put him in front of the lawn care place that's called Four Seasons. That'd be great. Jason, the Red Ranger, he allegedly conspired in a $3.5 million scheme to create businesses or use an existing business to submit applications to fraudulently obtain Paycheck Protection Program funding. So he definitely could be a senator if he wanted to be.
Yes.